All right, so this is the weather model data as we go into this afternoon. So this is at noon today. Notice that steadier rain starting to move off to the east, and we're looking mostly dry for this afternoon. So this is, I'm going to stop this here at 3 o'clock. Not looking too shabby out there later today. We're looking at upper 60s, low 70s. Best chance for some low 70s in Kentucky, especially west of I-65, and then looks like upper 60s over much of southern Indiana. Mostly cloudy day as well. So that is at 4 o'clock. Kay, thanks for watching here. Vandersdale, thanks for tuning in. This is heading into the evening time. Notice it's starting to show like a little bit of a sprinkle chance as we get towards sunset. Notice just a little bit of light green right there as we zoom in. And we can kind of compare and contrast. This is the NAM 3 kilometer as we head towards the evening time. And it also shows a little bit of that sprinkly stuff for this evening. So this afternoon looks nice and dry, at least mostly dry. And then we're looking at this evening chance. See the kind of sprinkly stuff that we have across the area. So maybe just a nuisance light rain shower later this evening developing. And then I'm going to go in the 48-hour version of the HER weather model as we go into tomorrow morning. So here's sun up at around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Can't rule out a shower passing through. So today's the 27th. This is the 28th tomorrow. And now we're going into the later morning hours. It does look like a pretty good chance of a shower, but over southern Indiana here, this is the HER weather model at 1 p.m. So a passing shower. I've got it at like 30% chance. This is a little more aggressive than what most of the models have been saying for tomorrow. I like that right there a little bit better for most of us. Notice it's just kind of a dot here and there with that chance of a passing shower. Carolyn Tash, good morning to you. Thanks for watching our Ben at 10 this morning on this Tuesday, May the 27th. So this is at 4 o'clock. So a lot of our Wednesday will be dry. Can't rule out that isolated passing shower for our Wednesday. That is in the afternoon there. And starting to look mostly dry by Wednesday evening. Now I want to go ahead and jump ahead to the GFS weather model. We're going to head into our May the 29th. That'll be our Thursday. I'll push this ahead to Thursday morning. So we're dry here. A lot of tomorrow dry, isolated shower, can't rule that out. Linda Anderson popping in here, good morning. This here is Thursday at 11 a.m. Now we're going to take that clock into Thursday afternoon. Still dry through the afternoon. Rain close though. This is at 5 p.m. Thursday. And then notice we head towards sunset and later starting to bring in a good rain chance. And the European weather model has come along with this solution. And I remember we had some questions about this coming Friday, I think because of graduation. And I was like, just kind of remember back. You know, last Thursday, Friday was saying a week, like 7-8 days from now, which will be this Thursday and Friday, it was calling for rain. So I would say the long-range weather model data doing a good job with the unsettled weather conditions that we'll have for Thursday night and maybe some showers left over on Friday as well. So this is 11 p.m. Thursday. This shows a good rain chance. And not only the GFS, the European weather model also calling for a chance of rain around this time frame as well. And then the bulk of that heavier rain Thursday night moving off to the east, but we're left with a cut-off upper-level low-pressure system around the region Friday, and that should keep it just a little bit unsettled with a chance for some showers you can see there. It looks like anything that we would have Friday would be on the light side. As I take in, we'll go to full screen here. So this is Friday. What we have here, we've talked about this a lot this spring season, upper level low pressure system. So you've got this counterclockwise motion in the atmosphere like that. And we're on the western fringe of this. So we will have some drier air moving in for the weekend, but it's close enough that it'll likely keep some showers around if this solution here plays out for Friday. And let me clear that out of the way. And into Saturday we'll go. So that upper level low thankfully gets kicked out of here. The jet stream should be able to kick it out for the weekend. Now we're going into Saturday morning, and it shows this trailing kind of weak front trying to move in from the north Saturday. So notice this little rain chance. I've got just a 20% chance of this shower on Saturday. And you can see that front kind of hanging up to the north, getting caught up to the north. So this is Saturday night. And as we go into Sunday, we should be looking dry across the area. And that is our Sunday. And then we're going to be transitioning into June and a possibly warmer, drier weather pattern, maybe some mid-80s as we head into next week. Let me try to pop in the upper level winds. These are 500 millibar winds. So here, this would be kind of the change in the weather pattern. So you've got this trough digging down. You got a trough out here. So what we want is this ridge to move into our area, and that would give us some drier and warmer days ahead. So this is June 1st. I'm going to pop this head into, this would be Monday, June 2nd. Jet stream is kind of crazy looking. And then I'm going to go into June 3rd. So this would be next Wednesday. This would be, about 8 days from now? So this is kind of like an omega block with this. You got two lows. You got this low out here, out west, and you got this low, this big trough out here. But in the middle, if you notice, there's this ridge right here. That's what we want. If we get that ridge to sneak in here, we're going to be seeing a lot more sunshine. It's the drawing segment of minute 10 here. I'm going to draw a happy sunshine here. And then also these ridges get filled in with this warmer air from the south. We've had enough of these lows, these cutoff lows. We don't want any more of these. But in the middle, we might have some happy weather there for next week. Little showery off and on for the rest of our May, though. Steve Gibbons finally got our garden planted Saturday, so I could use a few of those rain showers. Now, yeah, and the flower pots I did on Mother's Day that Brady and I did are exploding. We've actually been able to water them every day, which is a first for our family. So we're doing good with the flowers and the ferns out there. Hope your garden does great. And I hope you get a few of those rain showers that you need there, Steve. Alice Young tuning in here. Good morning. Hello to you. So the moral of this story, as we look at the weather model data, troughiness, showers every now and again through Friday, maybe isolated showers Saturday. Into next week, if we can get this ridge to move in, sunnier and warmer days. And you'll see that reflected in my 7-day forecast. As we take a look at the forecast here once again in just a second. Let me see if I can pop up the temperatures next week. See if we can get, so this would be, we can go, so this would be the 3rd, Tuesday the 3rd. Get rid of that and this. We'll zoom in here a little bit. So you can see more of that summer air is starting to win out from the south. So the reds and the gray and the white, look at that heat out west building in from the south. We should have some of that heading our direction early next week. That's that ridge filling in with that warmer air. So if we can make that happen, we'll revisit. Just kind of remember what I'm saying today, next Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see if this ridge of warm air, more summer-like conditions, heads our way. Remember that trough out west, that low, that fills in with the cool showers there over the northwest. Then you got a low here. And in the middle, we should get some ridging, high pressure, starting to heat up next week.